violence on the set. I brought the vicinity, a sinister ministry, a finest wit. Y'all rhyme about time and I'm climbing with liniments. The climbing diminishing dividend the giants in it. I'm from where the bridge and tunnel hustle bristles with the dismissal. The pistol epistle is written in the whistle of the missile. We don't clap, we cancel with the caliber that handles. Manners for these planners thinking they Atlanta and the handle. Nah. Flow is Patterson, water churning, turnpike darker, new ignorer, storyboard of glory, scored in corner store departures. Y'all talk mixtapes, I'm walking tablets, they talking racks on map coordinates. Foreign bathrooms, morning back rooms where the laws of courtesy. I learn verbs with the curbs, crack teeth, yearn for peace, but the work lacks sleep. So the verse is a hearse for the work that they seek. A deep cut from the street, suburb creep. Cassidy, I got the battle rap wrapped in a trap. Cadence, clap, rants in the syllable symposium. I'm the prism splitting your lesson. Fabulous, I'm fabulously dangerous. Anger in the language, strangling your brains with a triple third reflection in a single man selection. I'm not one of the greats. I'm the conversation they're having in the wake. The debt collector for the respect they gave you. Spec they made you. The check is late, bruh. I verse catastrophic, Atlantic, specific, acidic lyricism. Your punchlines are vintage, mine are future tense with prints on the munitions. I'm jugging metaphors, double cup the illusions. Cook the proof in the basement of a two-family illusion. This ain't for the radio, this for the radiator. Building on central, the center pretzel, stress and metal, the resentment are gentle. I represent the exit before the toll, the soul they sold for the roll. The ghost in the Polaroid of the old block control. So fall back with the soft racks and the costume acts. I'm the boss of the lost facts, the frost on the Mac in the backpack. The last lap, the gas tank, siphon from the past. You cast the Jersey varsity jacket.
Project says our sacrificial altar. Each landing a prayer denied. The brand on my chest is a map of the cost. Each line of time I died. A demon wear a hoodie now. His halo a fitted cap turned sideways. I swung the dragon slayer through the crowd. Watched the feathers flying sideways. Angles, the blood made stencils on the concrete. Abstract art from the aftermath. The guard hand watch from the penthouse. They fingers stained with the bath of 1,000 drowned dreams. Their laughter and frequency. The elevators hum. I sharpen my blade on the subway rails. Wait for the kingdom to come.
The eclipse painted the sky the color of a bruise 3 weeks old. Yellow at the edges. The apostles gathered in the courtyard, their wings made of rent receipts and pledges. They never kept their promises, hollow as shells we found in the sandbox, where the children used to play before the playground became a ghost box. For the memories we buried, the futures we fed to the furnace of the corner. I watched the young guts trade his humanity for a chain and a foreign car. He couldn't afford the interest, the beast that feed on his tomorrow. The brand on his neck glowed faint, a neon sign, advertising sorrow.
The crimson cadaver collapsed in the chapel. A cassette of catastrophe catalog. The apostles' apology was ashes. His halo, a hollow halo, a halogen. I carved my confession in code on the cartilage. Cadaverous calligraphy. The project of Pi, the people of parliament of phantoms. A phantasmagoria of poverty. The God hand's grammar is grievance. The gospel a glossary of grief. I'm the heretic with a heavy sword. My theology, the teeth of a thief who stole his own soul back from the safe of the system. A schism is scripture. My sword is sentence. My swing a synonym for the rupture.
The blood on the blade, wrote a Bible in braille for the blind to read. The brand on the back told a story of a pack that was bred to bleed. The demon who fronted got fronted, the blade, his frontal lobe freed from the thoughts that had held him, the lies that had fenced him, the creed of the coward who clutched at a God who had never appeared. I swung to the steel, touched the spirit just sheared like the fabric of fate, like the veil of the temple when the temple was feared. The God hand's hands without bodies, just promises weird and weird.
The moon, a cracked dinner plate, drip light on the crime scene. The apostles, alley cats with halos, hissed at the unseen. The dragon slayer, tongue of steel, licked the air for the taste of sin. The brand, the third eye open, pulled the darkness in and in. The project, a mausoleum with the lights on, tenants breathing rent receipts. The God hand landlord to the invisible, collecting on the streets. I, the collector of collectors, the reaper of reapers, the end of
The empire speaks, the block listens.
And Mars delivers, the steel always arrives on time. And let the conquest begin.
The name is Destro, the face is steel, the business is war. I supply the muscle, I supply the metal, I supply the raw that echoes through the canyon of the street. When the deal goes down, I'm the one they call when they need the crown protected. when they need the throne defended. I'm the Scottish lord of the hardware, the one who's splendid in his cruelty and his craft and his capacity to forge the weapons that will conquer, the weapons that will scourge. These ain't just a name, it's a legacy of pain, handed down through generations, handed through the chain of command, of demand, of the need to dominate. I watched my father build this empire, watched him seal the fate of nations with a handshake, with a contract, with a deal. Now I'm the one who makes the steel, I'm the one who makes it real. The Baron's whispers in my ear, her breath a warm conspiracy. She knows the angles, knows the players, knows the territory of the heart, of the market, of the bed and of the board. Together we manipulate the levers of the Lord of War, of commerce, of the dance that ends in death. I give Serpent the teeth, he gives the orders, gives the breath. And Mars design is simple, build the best, let them fall. Who cannot afford it, who cannot withstand the call of progress, of the future, of the weaponized tomorrow. I deal in grief, I deal in glory, I deal in sorrow when I sleep fine, because the steel don't feel it, neither do I. Destro on the block, Destro in the sky, dropping payloads of precision, of the perfectly designed instrument of ending, of the perfectly aligned sights of the sniper, the barrel of the tank. I supply the revolution, I supply the rank. Speaks of steel, of metal, of the craft, of the kill. I speak of empire, of dominion, of the will that bends the steel to purpose, that directs the hand that aims. I am the sum of conquerors, I am the flame that lit the torch of Alexander, that kept the fire of Caesar. I am the one who taught Attila how to seize a nation, how to hold it, how to make the people pray. I am Serpentor, and I am here to stay. Destro brings the hardware, I bring the strategy, he brings the sword, I bring the hand that wields it. That's the alchemy of conquest, of the empire of the...
Eclipse happen daily now, the sun just a rumor. The bread on every child born in the shadow of the rumor mill. That grind the wheat of hope into the flour of despair, and bake it in the bread that the poor buy with their last prayer and their last dime. I seen the God hand in the census data in the reader stricken lines. Femto in the fine print, his fingers in the designs of every new development that pushed the apostles further from the center of the city, until the only light left is the sirens. The only beauty is the pity we feel for ourselves, but I refuse the pity. Refuse the role of tragic hero. I'm the struggler who's seen the abyss, and I walk back through the mirror, and with a sword made of the truth that they've been hiding in the basement of the library, in a chapter that they labeled misinformation, but it's scripture. I'm the gospel of the gutter, the apocrypha of the alley, the book they try to burn, but the ashes learn to rally in the form, in the stanzas, in the verses, in the curses that reverse the damage of the eclipse, of the brand, of the system that demand we vanish. The final battle ain't a battle, it's a Wednesday afternoon. It's the moment when the branded finally recognize the tune of their own power. It's the second when the dragon slayer feel light as a feather. It's the knowledge that the struggler and the struggle are together always. And the God hand ain't gods, they just demons with good PR. Femto ain't a savior, he's a pimp in a fancy car with an angel's face. And the apostles ain't nothing but lost souls who took the easy way, and now they wander through the world with nothing real to say, but join us. I swing the blade not for revenge, but for the release of the souls caught in the gears of the causal masterpiece they call fate. I'm the glitch in the system, the error in the equation, the one they never planned for, the one who took the occasion of his suffering and forged it into freedom, forged it into a blade so bright it cut through the...
Mad world. Yeah, there's no problem that a 38 can't rearrange. A brain stain on the train, pain, a plainclothes explanation in the rain. I move with the patience of a python in a pension fund. Your tension's unfunded, I'm the lone son at the lesson bump from the front stun. The mad world madness, it's a math that I mastered. Caskets and chapter breaks, I'm drafting the after while I'm laughing in a disaster. They ask for a passport, I pass them a port where the ships are all torched. The master mason's mortar is the silence before the mortar gets launched. No problem. You got a problem with my process. My prose is a police report disposing of a prospect. I select the subject, connect with the object, leave the sector infected with respect for the lesson projected. My neck is protected by the specters I've collected in my lexicon defector. Expecting a reaction, you'll get a collection of shadow reflections in a perfected direction. Or neglecting your direction, I walk through the problem like it's polyester. Cheap, flammable. My camp is a campsite on a landslide. I stand with the ample handful of sand from the hourglass bustle. The hustle is hollow, I follow the echo to the vault where the sorrow gets swallowed. Tomorrow's a problem for a prophet. I'm a profane apostle with a pocket full of rockets and a lockpick for faucets of fortune. No problem, it's a mad world, mad living. I just fill in the blanks with the blood type. The master mason builds on a fault line, smiles at the fine print. Mines for the sublime and the salt mines. You wanted a war? You got a workshop, a laboratory of lacerated laws, laying them flat on the dock. Your heart is a problem of plumbing. I'm the plumber with the plunger and a wrench and a somber hum of a number being crunched in the lumber yard of the unloved. So bring me your panic, your static, your demographic dramatics. I catalog catastrophes, wrap them in plastic, stack them in attic. No problem is ultimate. I'm the alchemist of absolute absence. I turn your what if to what was with the touch of a reluctant accomplice. The beat is a blueprint of a bombed out ballroom. I waltz with the problem till it softens to a solvent. Then I resolve it in the morning with the morals of a monsoon. Master Mason. Mad world.
Yeah. Turn the lights down. All the way down. Let the dog do the talking. She move like the devil know her name, but too scared to claim it. Back against the wall, arch like she tryna frame it. Tattoo of a serpent wrapped around her thigh like a promise. I ain't even touch it yet, but I can feel the heat across his back so low it vibrate through the floorboards, through the concrete. concrete. She look at me like you ain't ready, I look back like complete. Hand on the back of her neck, not pulling, just present. She say you different, I say different ain't the lesson. She take her time like she milking the last drop from an hourglass. Grind so slow it make the clock forget the hour pass. I ain't even hard yet, I'm waiting, let the tension build. Like a prayer before the kill, like a shot before the spill. A breath catch when the bass hit a frequency unknown. Like the beat was made from listening to her body through a stethoscope alone. She whisper, what's your name? I say, I don't remember anymore. She say good, then she drop it like a key outside the door. Slow grind, devil, let the bass find the bone. We ain't making love, we just moving to a tone that the radio too scared to play, the church is too scared to hear. The kind of sound that makes salvation disappear for a year. She ride the rhythm like a secret, like a sin she holding in. I just hold the space and let the darkness let her in. Slow grind, devil, no names, no shame, no after. Just the sweat and the bass and the sound of disaster. The room got smaller walls breathing with us. Her skin singing in the language that don't need a thesaurus. She ain't pretty in the way they sell on magazines. She pretty in the way a womb heals slow, mean, unseen. Got a history in her hips, got a story in her sway. Every man before me, just the verse she gave away. I ain't trying to be the chorus, I ain't trying to be the hook. I'm just the silence in the middle where she finally took a look at herself, not at me. That's the difference, most dudes wanna be watched, I just wanna witness. She grinding like she fighting something, like she wrestling the ghost. And the bass is the only thing that gets her close. I put my hand on her waist, not the guy, just to feel the engine under the skin.
This is what happens when a T-Rex learns to rhyme and the prey is everything in sight.
Rex. Concrete jungle, now Jurassic.
Fight, listen. I rise from the bedrock where they buried me with the oil reserves. The asphalt cracked beneath my weight, the city loses nerve. I've been asleep since before they laid the first foundation stone. Before the first project rose, before the first king lost his throne. My species ruled when the only law was tooth and claw and hunger. Now I surface through the sewer, great, meaner, stronger, younger. The skyscrapers just trees to me, the bridges just divine. I wrap my tail around the water tower, squeeze until it whine. The puny humans scatter, they ain't never seen a king. They think their little empires mean something cute, the little things.
Smell the fear before I see it. The sweat of ancient spice, the prey is everywhere down here. The hunting come with price, but price ain't nothing to a creature who been eating raw since birth. I stumble Lexus flats to remind of earth. Who really run it? Who the sun it rose for every morning? They worship false gods, I just worship the one in my gut. The gut that empty, that demand to be filled with flesh and bone. And the understanding that the food chain ain't a metaphor, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And down here on the concrete street block. The weak just make my hide ain't high. It's all my fours and fives they ain't seen. The meteor that killed my kind just made my lineage mean. I carry the ash of 1,000,000 years in every scale and plate. Your bullets just a tickle, son. Your bombs just make me late for my next meal, my next kill, my next stroll through your town. I shake a SWAT team off my leg like water. Watch them drown in their own incompetence, their impotence, their tiny little dream of stopping something that ain't stopped since the Cretaceous screams. Went silent, went violent, went viral in the blood. I am the return of the repressed, the flood, the flood.
I categorize the prey by the taste they leave behind. The corner boys taste the gunpowder and dreams they couldn't find. The cops tasted the donut shop and the fear behind the badge. The politicians tasted nothing, empty calories sad. The rappers taste the ego of the battles they ain't fought. The preachers taste of hypocrisy, the congregation bought and sold for a ticket to a heaven that don't exist. I know, I've been there, it's just clouds in the persistent mist. The boredom of the endless hymn of the eternal praise. Give me the taste of struggle any day, give me the maze. My rhyme scheme is a footprint. Every bar or place I stood, the language of the predator is written in the blood of those who came before me, those who thought they could take the throne.
Yeah, they ask where hip-hop headed. I tell them look behind them. The future's a rearview mirror, they just scared to rewind it. 2020 Saints in the game, still got that 96 hunger. Just different tools, same rules, same jungle, different numbers. They talking about they lie like it's finna take the pen from me. I tell them let the robot spit a verse about what the system done to me. The blogs keep asking is rap dead? I'm like, bitch, you is the coroner. Y'all been writing obituaries since before I was a sophomore. The sound is splitting at the seams, Atlanta, London, West Coast. Every region got its own frequency, its own Holy Ghost. Rocky out here blending Tim Burton with the trap. Don Telly on some psychedelic, spacey cosmic lap. Cold dropping to fall off. Kendrick still the prophet. Clips back at the Vatican telling them how sin deposits me. I'm in the cut where the pavement still got memory. Where every corner got a ghost and every block a sanctuary. They wanna know what 2060 sound like when the bass drop low. Like a prayer whispered over 808s before the Glock blow. Regional, spiritual, lyrical, but physical. The game, the cycle back around. The real is finally visible.
It's laying in the six system, knocking through the frame. 2026 and the sound ain't never been the same. They was counting us out, but we been counting up the pain. Every resurrecting, hip-hop's born again. It's laying in the six system, knocking through the frame. 2026 and the sound ain't never been the same. They was counting us out, but we been counting up the pain. Every resurrecting, hip-hop's born again.
Yeah, they try to tell us streaming numbers equal legacy. Till the chart started lying and the truth became an enemy. Now the algorithm chasing substance finally caught up, cause you can't fake the feeling when the soul is what they auction. Taught ass everywhere, every rapper got a mic now, but nobody got nothing to say except remember winning hype rounds. Joe Budden at the top, everybody else just filler. 10 years deep in the throne, still got the same pillar. But down south where the bass still been, we been cooking different. Let the internet have its fun, the streets stay consistent. Pooh just dropped that FBO, no hook, 5 minutes of rapping. Proving you don't need a gimmick when the delivery is actually happening. They say hip-hop market share is down, I say good riddance. Let the tourists lead the venue, let the real ones build in secret. Afro house is rising, UK drill is here to stay. But Memphis in my marrow, and that never go away. The prophets and the plug worshipers, we share in the same space.
Mad World.
Alright, this mad world's a motherfucking magnet. Poles reversed, sucking the soul from the song. I'm the Ferris Fury in the force field, but fuck you to the formula they force fed for too long. I master in this malice. Blueprint parries 50 cal clinch that bore through the boardrooms, broad view. They sound clowns, I design a cloud for chlorine gas verbals, leave them choking on the contracts. Fine print, cold sick. You group thinking a fucking focus Greek. Smoking out the edges, I'm the fucking edge. The Chris Vet, the Spree, syllables shredding the hedges around your goddamn guard and your cruiser committee. I'm a cool dated in the Cavalli, Willie Cavalry, charging the chumber. Your A&R's a fucking fetch quest. I'm the fin to fucking fetch the flame, throw the torch, the harvest. Talk violent. My mind's a minefield, Amanda by fractures and mortar shell memories, rooters and uterine bombs. McGann, you know whatever, they're nattering about numbers. I dream in diagrams of dismemberment, dismantling these dipshit deflatter me. It's my sights is a sawed off, pump faction, pumping paradoxes till the paddock collapses. This mad world, Marcus man the pagan. Monetizes the man, go into my function in the money. Print the magazines in the metal till the magazines jangle. Fuck your players, fuck your plaque, fuck your pivot to Everett. I'm the phasic pose of a poser, punish in the planetary orbit of your popcast. Rhyme chains, I lock links, a lexical lithium and let the longevity folded force for unseen deity, a need light on for of your indolent insipidity, unknown words. I speak as schematics and schizophrenic stirs on niggas, the percolations, put a reverse of the precognition of your fucking zero. Gun models, I flow F and scar rate, Chevy Caliber, Heminics, Switzer, comms, a cold commander, cyclic rate on a consonant, clusters, the magnetic force field is my mind, I'm bringing the bulletproof bullshit, attracting the sharp metal forging it, then fucking fight a sword from the stacks. They want war, I don't bring war, I bring the weapon pattern of a warning. The aftermath of an AC when starting guns hit blooming on your loop sample. Fuck your genre, fuck your generation, fuck your gentrified grammar. I'm the boomanatic, storm the goddamn rings, got to spray it in real time. So let the algorithm army advance, the playlist paladins charge. I am the floats, the fucking feel the phrase, the information at the molecular level. This mad world spins on silences and subscriptions. I'm the superconductor of the scream that strolls circuits the whole fucking system.
From the North Bluff where the prophets walk with scars. See the vision in the dark, counting stars like they are bars. 2026, but the speed is staying the same. Rivercity in my veins, carrying my granddaddy's name. Bluff City prophecy, they can hear me in the choir. Even when I'm whispering, set the whole block on fire. The
sermon start when the street lights crack on. My shadow long as a bridge where the pack was sworn. I speak in parables of precious psalms of profit margins. Walk between the chapel pews and corners where the pigeons chorus. They ask me how the future look. I tell them check the soil, the same mud that birthed the blues, now growing diamonds from the turmoil. Got a smartwatch on my wrist, but it's sinking to a sundial. Know the hour by the hunger in the stomach of the town child. My reward is digital, but the message carved in oak. Feel it click a chapter in a book the city wrote. They upgraded all the systems, but the heartbeat still an analog. Feel a kick drum in your chest when you pass by my catalog. I'm building altars out of asphalt, light a candle in a stash. Pray the code stay uncracked, pray the loyalty hold fast. This the testament of tension, blessing in the lesson mixed. If you listen close, you can hear the 6 train in the 808 fix. From the North Bluff where the prophets walk with scars. Walk with stars. See the vision in the dark, counting stars like they are bars. 2026, but the spirit stay the stay. Rivercity in my veins, carrying my granddaddy's name. Bluff City prophecy, they can hear me in the choir. Even when I'm whispering, set the whole block on.
Well, mad world.
Check the blueprint, the mason at the meeting. This mad world spins greetings into grisly eatings. I'm heat seeking while you sleeping in your section 8 sequence. The semen in my soul permanent. I disperse the first verbals, leave your skeleton nervous. Purple paperwork, turbulent, urchin splashing in the curb where the hearses. I talk in tapestry, trapping the tragic and classic. Coupe elastic, your fabric is plastic. I'm majestic with malice, a master of the practice of spraying the canvas. I spray first. It's a mad world mandate, a mason's face stated. My mind's a maze gated with raises for wages. I'm paid in the haunts and the rages. You play with the papers, I play with the pressure. Your pleasure is measured in treasure. My lesson is leisure with a tech 9 tether. Feather the leather, weather, whatever. Together we sever the tether, the better or never. Harlem is horror, the future I'm borrowing. Tomorrow in sorrow I'm hollowing out fortune for following this mad world. Marcus the morbid, the mortgage emotive. I'm the mason, the mortars and memories into the mosaic of motives beneath. You seek a rep, I reek of the sepulcher. Deep in the vestibule, chest in the spectacle. Respect is a rectal procedure in the sector. I'm the director with the scepter that ejects you. Connect with the specter, the architect of the hectic. My reticule eclectic, your pedigree pathetic. The girlies adore, the gorgeous in the gory details. The stories in my corridors, the Moroccan floors and the Morris details. I spray first, ain't no sequel, just the equalizer frequent. The mason's lament is a tempered cement sentence. Suspended in the elements, presented in evidence of heaven's descent. Dipset, nah, I'm mad set. Glad to be sad in this fad, that's so bad. It's a classic like plaid in a Cadillac trunk full of rags and rags. So if the world is a madhouse, I'm the bricklayer bashing the walls. The protocol crawler, the apostle of the all. Drawing laws in the halls where the autumn leaves fall. Master Mason, blueprints and blood type. I spray first, you just pray right.
The eclipse was a pupil dilated in God's optic nerve. I signed a contract in cursive using a crimson quill. Now my life is a footnote in a cosmic text they mean to preserve, while I hone the sentence in the steel of a blasphemous will. Watch the rhyme scheme metastasize like the brand on my name. Internal bleeding of meaning, a saprophyte on the brain. My sword's a run-on sentence, dragging a comma of cake through a paragraph of a warriors I punctuate with their pain. Then God hand a clockwork of steeples, ticking in silent accord. I'm the grid and the gear, the sheer pen they didn't account for. Causality's loom weaves fates on a shuttleless cord, so I burn the whole tapestry and dance in the ember downpour. My armor's a sarcophagus forged from 100 last stands. It weeps rust in the rain, a ferret confessional bleed. Each creak is a eulogy spoken in lost pain. question, I have an answer. Grant or meat, feed, brand, and perceive a ripe sacramental meal. I see their approach as the turning of a priceless vellum page. My retort is a marginalia, proving that gods are real. Written in acute angles and evidence none can assuage. I am the anti-allegory, the plot hole that haunts and it breathes. The oxymoron incarnate, a living memorial. I harvest the panic of monsters as it rattles their leaves. And fermenting to fuel for the dusk of my next grand militario. The moon is a bone spur, the night is a necrotic gown. My shadow's a pelvis applied to the weld of the world. I'm not heading for heaven or hell, nor some hallowed ground. The period ain't waiting at the end of an unspoken word. So let the apostles assemble a convocation of claws. Let the ideal of evil just watch from its non-corporeal throne. I am the dissonant chime between what is and what was, crying the gospel of the mods and building a barricade from the bone.
Parks, visions in the kitchen, smell of death in the steam, turn powder into scripture, made a church out the fiend. Dior on the dresser, blood stains on the laces. My aura still shine through the courtrooms and cases. Seen angels on the corner with a needle for wings. Heard devils in the lobby trying to scheme on kings. The fly shit, leather seats, Mac 11s inside. Silk shirt button low with the 40 to ride. I don't rap fairy tales, I speak memoirs and codes. Every ounce was a chapter, every trip was a load. Bentleys with the stash spots, bricks in the dash. Conversations with the plug, futures built on cash. Pain tastes like Henny with a splash of the lime. Every bullet I survived got engraved in time. Seen the game eat brothers turn the loyal to fraud. I just prayed with my iron, had to talk with my God. From the Ave to Medina, I connect through veins. Got murals in the barrels, got respect in chains. It's that Nas type scripture, raised while a bee slain. Ghost kitchen talk, aprons with the powder stains. Silk suits with the scars, hood tails in my breath. I don't chase no charts, I just dance with death. Legacy in the cut, every verse is a crown.
put my name in the smoke, let it circle the town.
Now I'm tickering prophecies, the S&P of syllables. I'm shorting every office that mortgage poetry. Arbitrage the anguish, I'm the hostile takeover of the Holy Ghost equity. My IPO is a psychic shiv in the dribble cage of your corporate entity. They wanted barbarians, I'm the Visigothic algorithm. The fungible fury, the deep fake of David with a Goliath algorithm. My flow is a quantum fluctuation in the dark web's diatomaceous heart. Lexical litho breaking on the arc phone, filled Martian dust of a dead art. Obfuscate, I optinermic obelisks with obsolete obsequies. Roundify the vard in a vivisect the verse till the maphistigial verbiage bleeds. You rap in triplets, unfolding hendicosyllabic hellstorms. Non-Euclidean rhyme patterns that it collapse your cortex into new forms. Avant-garde is archived on the post-posthumous postulate. The odd syllable syzygy aligning to strangle the speculate. Weave editions round your whack and your all-weighted average couplers. Ask recursive recension of the reckoning your A&R suppose. Unknown words, I speak in spoonerisms of dead stop tickers. Meta beta bitter decay. Perfumont a fracture in the flicker. My multis are Möbius strips minted from misanthropic mica. Syntax is a sandbox, Ike salt with semiotic schism and psychedelic sniper fire. Style, Ike switch from glitch hop to Gregorian to grimecore in the Gurun. Pilonado pentameters, purging plutocratic personas perfunctory. One bar, Lakota lemon lifted on loot ligatures. Next bar, silicon scangin scraping the sky with scabrous scriptures. War with the labels, I'm the egg class, action carcinoma. The algologomic anarchist computating arbitration clauses. I don't sample, I subpoena the soul, the original master. And litigate the loops till the law is a laughing stock plaster. Rappers, your residuals, royalty reports in ash rarefied coma. I'm the black hole in the balance sheet, the bit road in your chroma. Your heart is a hologram, my heart is the Hadian hush.
Mad world.
Yeah. What you thinking that the sinking feeling's just a drink away from blinking? That the world's a shrinking violet and you're pink in the fray? I'm thinking in sync with the clink of the chain on the gate. The master mason's weight is a fate that the mad world made and then skated away from. You thinking about money, the honey, the sunny side up. I'm thinking about running the numbers on blood in a cup. About the hollow hum of a drum when the drummer is gone. About the weight of a name that you carve when you're wrong and alone on the lawn of a memory gone to the weeds. Think, I'm a sphinx in the city of sinks, thinking of sin and regret. My thoughts are a mink in a mousetrap, elegant, trapped and wet. You think you're complex, you're a text that I context. Menu delete, the master mason thinks in bricks and the licks of the flame that he breathes to conceive of a cylinder reaching and shatter completely. What you thinking? Is it sitting? Is it thin like the ice you be skating on? Is it frightening? Right and tightening? Round the vice you be basing your faith in? I'm thinking the rink is a sinkhole. The rink where you skate is a sinkhole. The drink in your hand is a thank you note to the man in the coat who owns the whole bankroll and the land where the sinkhole stands. My mental is medieval, a cathedral of grieving and gargoyles. I think in royal decrees written in oil on the soil of a spoiled paradise. Paradise is a paragraph in a contract. I rip the master mason bills from the fragments of scripts that the mad world skipped. I'm thinking it's all larceny, hearts be pawned for parts. Art is a cart you push uphill, darting through the darts that thumps the park. And now that the brink is too close for your comfort, that the sphinx is the answer you lost in the coffin. The conversation, I'm thinking the thought is the fortress, the thought is the sword and the torch in the forest, and my fortress has portraits of orphaned abortions of notions you portrayed as devotion. Think. The mad world is winking, is blinking out codes on the Zenith TV. I'm the master mason, reading the static, pleading with the paradigm, bleeding out symmetry. What you thinking? Is it nothing? Is it something you bought from a dream? I'm thinking we're caught in the seam of the scheme, and the seam is unraveling. And my thought is the thread.
And my name is the needle, and the pattern is yours, and the garment is legal, and I'm sewing the shut.
Eclipse was a pupil dilating in God's optic nerve. I signed a contract in cursive using a crimson quill. Now my life is a footnote in a cosmic text they mean to preserve, while I hone the sentence in the steel of a blasphemous will. Watch the rhyme scheme metastasize like the brand on my name. Internal bleeding of meaning, a sacrifice on the brain. My sword's a run-on sentence, dragging a comma of K through a paragraph of Aquarius I punctuate with their pain. Then God hand a clockwork of steeples, ticking in silent accord. I'm the grin in the gear, the sheer pen they didn't account for. Causality's loom weaves fates on a shuttleless cord, so I burn the whole tapestry and dance in the ember downpour. My armor's a sarcophagus forged from 100 last stands. We thrust in the rain, a ferret confessional bleed. Each creek is a eulogy spoken in lost pagan lands. A symphony of sorries for the apostates I failed to intercede. I travel a ley line of low moans, a cartographer's blight. My map is the scar tissue, my compass a shard of regret. Every demon I gut is just a hieroglyph I can't quite decipher. A violent question I have an answer. Random meat scene, brand and perceive a ripe sacramental meal. I see their approach as the turning of a priceless vellum page. My retort is a marginalia, proving that gods are real. Litten in acute angles and evidence none can assuage. I am the anti-allegory, the plot hole that haunts and it breathes. The oxymoron incarnate, a living memorial. I harvest the panic of monsters as it rattles their leaves, and fermenting to fuel for the dust of my next grand militorial. The moon is a bow spur, the night is a necrotic gown. My shadow's opponents applied to the wealth of the world. I'm not heading for heaven or hell, nor some hallowed ground. The period ain't waiting at the end of an unspoken word. So let the apostles assemble a convocation of claws. Let the ideal of evil just watch from its non-corporeal throne. I am the dissonant chime between what is and what was, crying the gospel of the minds.
curse. You gotta go, you already know. Block say the word, then it's over for sure. Still in the coat, leave you leaking in the snow. You cross the line, now you gotta go, boys, you already know. Block say the word, then it's over for sure. Still in the coat, leave you leaking in the snow. You cross the line, now you gotta go. Pussy ass rappers get folded in the gutter. Your moms find your brains on the wall, that's a stutter. No love in these streets, only hunger and rage. I put a bullet in your mouth like I'm turning the page. Knife in the gut, watch the blood start to bubble. Bitch, I'm war ready, whole aura is trouble. Talk tough now, motherfucker, use a hoe. You spoke on the fam, now you gotta go. Switch blades, switch clips, switch the whole mask on. Run up in your crib, lights out, turn the gas on. Street law permanent, I live it, no cap. One phone call, your whole hood get clapped. I'm the nightmare standing at the end of your bed. Silence a cough, put a hole in your head. Ain't no warning, bitch, we don't talk, we explode. Fuck peace treaties, I paint the whole road. Clip empty, reload, then spit till it's hot. I'm the type to shoot a priest in front of the spot. Ain't no halo coming, ain't no choir to sing. It's just shells hitting metal, bitch, death got wings. I'm a block god, gutter Christ pain with a pistol. Every verse is a blade, every bar cut gristle. So fuck your apologies, your life's what I owe. Disrespect me once, and you gotta go like a ghost. Already know, block say the word, then it's over for show. Leaking in the snow, you cross the line, now you gotta go. You gotta go, mother coast. Already know, block say the word, then it's over for show. Leaking in the snow, you cross the line, now you gotta go. You gotta go. Already know, block say the word, then it's over for show. Still in the coat, leave you leaking in the snow. You cross the line, now you gotta go. Gotta go. Already know, block say the word, then it's over for show. Still in the coat.
Mad world.
Yo, I spray first, ask questions later, D's chases, my lawyers get paper. The purple range crawls, I'm in chinchilla in August. These lames, they just bust us. I hang with the rustlers, the pie got cherries, the haze got me leery. I'm squeezing the Electra, it's very damn necessary. You talking about cash, I got pockets so swell. From Eunice, I move in the motel clientele. I sip the Chris, flip bricks to ministers. These fakes are sinners, I'm dinner for winners with jewelry that spinners. The girlies is thirsty, they love how I verses. The verse is a curse, if you squirm it gets worse. I disperse the first, nothing sweet. I'm ice grilling, street illin'. My piece is willing to speak to your ceiling. You play, you get sprayed in the day. Make the news at 10, I'm cruising away in the Wraith. It's a movie, I say, killer cam to dawn. Rocks is on, drop top, roof gone, police is yawn. We proceed to the dawn to get your weave tore on. I'm famous for naming the colors of Icarus. My squad is obscure, you fakers is pure amateur. I spray first, it's a habit. You rabbits get grappled, left twitching in traffic. My fabric is magic, you tragic. Harlem to Queensbridge, we scheme on the same riff. The game is a blood sport, I came with the flame drips. Flame drips, flame drips. I spray first, don't make me hurt ya. Count the money, disperse ya. You in the dirt, sir. I spray first, don't make me hurt ya. Count the money, disperse ya. You in the dirt, sir. My timeline is crime and prime rhymes. I design nines that shine when I align signs. You talk bogus, I walk with the focus of yogas and smoke you like chronic and rollies. The scramblers, the beepers, the street sweepers. I keep a heat seeker for creepers who seek her. You want the rep, you get wet on the step. But lessening pressure, I dress in velour, I'm guessing you never. Dips at the clan that stand with the plan to expand and command in the land and the sand and the grams in the hand. I stunt with a purpose, your pain is a surface. I drain a perk purse, leave your brain in the urn, kid. You burn from the first squirt. The connect is a vet, no defects. We protect the investment.
out the vicinity of sinister ministry of finest wit. Y'all rhyming about time and I'm climbing with lineaments, defining the diminishing dividend of giants in it. I'm from where the bridge and tunnel hustle bristles with the dismissal. The pistol epistle is written in the whistle of the missile. We don't clap, we cancel with the caliber that handles. Man, it's for these planners thinking they Atlanta in the Hamptons. Nah. My flow is palace to water, churning turnpike darker. New York Norris storyboard, a glory scored in corner store departures. Your truck mixtapes, I'm walking tax debates, hawking racks on map coordinates, foreign vacuums, morning back rooms where the laws of courtesy. I learn verbs with a curved track teeth, yearn for peace, but the work lacks sleep. So the verses are hearse for the work that they seek. A deep cut from the streets of Burke Creek. Cassidy, I got the battle back, wrapped in a trap, cadence, clap, ransom, the syllable symposium. I'm the prism, splitting your lessons, fabulous. I'm fabulously dangerous, anger in the language, strangled in arrangement, a triple threat reflection in a single man selection. I'm not one of the greats, I'm the conversation they're having in the wake. The debt collector for the respect they gave you, respect they made you. The check is late, bruh. I verse catastrophic, Atlantic specific, acidic lyricism. Your punchlines are vintage, mine are future tense with prints on the munitions. I'm jugging metaphors, double cut the illusions, cook the proof in the basement of a true family illusion. This ain't for the radio, this for the radiator building on central. The center pressure, stress and metal, the resent of a channel. I represent the exit before the toll, the soul they sold for the road, the ghost of the Polaroid of the own block control. So fall back with the soft racks and the costume acts. I'm the boss of the lost facts, the frost on the Mac and the backpack. The last lap, the gas tank cycle from the past you cap. The jersey varsity jacket patch with scars from the acts you lack. The math without the subtraction, the reaction with one